Hello again, it's me, Dana, and welcome. If you are new here, big welcome. I hope you are enjoying it. I hope you are subscribed. And if you are not new, oh my gosh, thank you so much for being here. Love it, love to see it. Anyway, I just want to jump in because today I've got a lot to talk about because we are finally reviewing the brand OneSkin. I have a few of their products. I think almost everything, but not quite. Or I've had it and I threw it away because I emptied it and I don't like to keep empties, but. So we're gonna jump in. I'm gonna timestamp everything. So if you're just interested in a certain product or if you're interested in my thoughts, you can see it all below. And I will preface this whole video by saying, I'm not gonna go into the science that they claim in like full detail. There's so much on the website. You can find other videos. They have a lot of like linked resources as well. So I'm going to give you a very broad level kind of opinion, or not opinion, but broad level description of what they are claiming. And then I will of course give you my thoughts on whether I think that's valid or not. But it's going to be a little bit more, you know, my style of video is like you're sitting here with your best friend. Are you going to go into the science? Maybe, I don't know. Are you gonna like discover a new peptide talking through it? You might, because you might probably be smarter than me. But for this case, this video is just between friends and we're just talking like if I were in your bedroom or your house and I'd be like, girl, you need to try this because I have tried it in this and way. So that's kind of the idea of this. That's the idea of my channel. I try to make it a little bit more relatable than maybe if it goes into a molecular level of the science. Okay. I've said all I need to say. We'll get going, like, subscribe, you know, do all those things. They help me, of course. I really do appreciate it. And let's go. So, what is OneSkin? You've probably seen OneSkin. I feel like it's getting up there. More and more influencers are talking about it. There are advertisements on podcasts. It's kind of becoming a thing. Now, it's not new. I think they've been around, I want to say like 6 to 8 years. So new in the world of skincare compared to something like a L'Oreal brand, but not particularly brand new. And their whole thing, and I'm going to use this one because this is the biggest one that I have. Well, I have them here, but I also still have only one arm. I've got my sling still, but I do have the other ones as well. But their whole idea is this is a topical supplement. That phrase kind of bothers me and I'll get into it later, but it's really just skincare. Like they're using marketing jargon to try to tell you that it's something more than it is. Topical, you put on your skin. Supplement, something that helps provide something to your body or your face or your whatever. It's skincare. So don't be fooled, that's right off the bat. Anyway, but what is special about it? So they claim that they have developed a peptide that is proven, and I will get into that in a second as well, to reverse skin's biological age by preventing the accumulation of senescent cells. So basically the DNA damage that we all accumulate over the span of our lives, whether it be from pollution, whether it be from UV rays, free radicals, there are so many things that are constantly attacking our skin, and they're claiming that it is preventing that extra DNA damage that happens over time that causes aging. I said I would get back into that because when I said they have a proven peptide, here's the thing, they have no clinical data, no published clinical data, I should say. So to me, that's a huge red flag. Like, if you are claiming that you have developed, and I don't doubt that they've developed a new peptide or some variation of a peptide, but if you have no peer-reviewed published clinical data, it kind of like, it doesn't really hold a candle because I could say the same thing. You know, I could say like, I've developed this over time and it has proven to this and this and this. And they also do ex vivo studies, which means skin that is not living. So be it a skin sample, that's usually what it is, in a little petri dish, and then they do the data on that, which is very different than what our skin is on our bodies. So right off the bat, the data to me is a little iffy. I feel like they're making really, really big claims and they don't really have the science to back it up. So that's kind of where I'm gonna end with the sciencey side of things, because there's so much more. I will link their website. I will link any other studies that I found helpful, but I think it's kind of up to you if you want to believe that or not. What I'm going to do for the rest of the video is I'm going to review the products. Of course, those kind of impressions and that lack of published clinical data will inform my opinions and my review, but I also will be reviewing the products like I do normally. So I think it's important to know that there's a science side, but also, does the product work? Do I like how it feels? Is it luxurious? What's the price? All these other things that are also important and help you inform your decision if you want to purchase them or not. Okay, so, oh, I forgot a product. I'll be right back. I knew I was forgetting one product. So this is the OneSkin Prep. This is a cleanser. It retails for $39. That's if you get a subscription fee, so like every month, every 2 months, 3 months, whatever, or it's $45 for one time. That's not cheap, but also, like, if I'm looking at my cleanser stash, which is immense, I have bought ones that are pretty expensive. I will say I think it's very overpriced, but I'm gonna get into that in a second. So this comes in 6.7 fluid ounces, which is 200 milliliters. The claim with this is that the peptide OS01 that's in the other products is absorbed 2.2 times more effectively when used in conjunction with this prep cleanser. So that's a big claim. They're saying if you use this, everything else you use by OneSkin, these other products, are going to absorb 2.2 times more effectively. Crazy. Now, like I said in the beginning, that was done on an ex vivo lab study. That is with a skin sample. It's not live, it's not on a person, it's not on an animal, it's in a petri dish. To me, that is a huge difference. I'm not sure I can make that correlation between that and my own skin. Another claim they say is by using prep cleanser, it may enhance the hydration at the cellular level when you then use the OS01 peptide in the face product. So another, basically kind of saying the same thing, but they're saying not only will it be more effective, but it'll also help with hydration. And there also are supposed to be gentle enzymes in here to help with exfoliation. I've never felt anything. It feels like a normal foaming cleanser. As far as texture and feel of this, it doesn't feel particularly special. It's not very thick, so some people don't like that. Like if you don't like the cleanser, that thickness, it's not that. This is quite liquidy. You can really see it moving around. It doesn't have a scent. None of their products are scented or have fragrance in them, but it just feels unremarkable. And I also am kind of like expecting a more luxurious feel to it. And it just doesn't. Like, I get the same or better, actually much better, a luxurious feel with the cleanser, which is like half the price, if not, I think it's less than that. And it's also massive. So for me, this feels like a scam. Like some of the other products I can get down with a little bit more, but to me, this feels very like they are just taking your money and running. For $45 for one time, that feels like should be illegal. Okay. Moving on to the next product that is kind of, I would say, the staple in their line. This is the OS01 Face Topical Supplement Essential Moisturizer. It retails, it hurts every time I say it. If you get a subscription, it's $99. If you do one-time purchase, one time, $120 doll hairs. This is 50 milliliters, 1.7 fluid ounces. It's a pretty standard amount for a moisturizer for $120. I bought 2 of them. If I added up the money that I've spent on OneSkin, it would, I can't. The reason I bought it is because I bought it one time previously, just to like when I first heard of it. And then I used them all up and I didn't do the video and I was like, darn it, I gotta buy them again and keep using them to see so I can film. So I bought a few of them multiple times. I was actually sent a few of their products in PR with no obligation to film. Clearly they don't know me. I don't know where I got or how I got there. I know because I was talking about money. Anyway, let's go on. So they say that this is your daily moisturizer. To me personally, no. It's like a serum in a moisturizer kind of format. I'm gonna insert the B-roll footage so you can see what it looks like, how it comes out of the bottle, and I will show you what each product looks like. But for me, I would never in a million years be able to use this as my sole moisturizer. First of all, you would be using this up in less than a month. I don't think I could make it a month. It's not rich. No, not so much. And it's not bad if you think of it as a serum or something and put a few drops and put them all over your face and then go in with a moisturizer. But if you load up on moisturizers like I do, this will not last. So what they say though about this is that by using this, you are increasing your epidermal thickness, which seems kind of crazy to me. The epidermis is the outer layer, that's the dermis, and then the epi is the outer. That seems like a very bold claim, but once again, it was done on ex vivo skin samples, which I don't necessarily, it's not that I don't trust them. I'm sure that they are seeing a difference and they have basically the pictures and kind of the reports that do back that up. But I think that operates quite differently than my skin on my face, because my skin is being subjected to a lot more, I don't know, environmental factors, if you will. The other thing about that ex vivo study was it was basically done, and I think a lot of their studies are done this way, with no treatment or the OS01 skin treatment, whatever the product is. So to me, that doesn't feel like a fair test. Now, I am not an expert on skincare testing, so other brands may do the same thing, but to me, that doesn't seem fair. Like if I were to put this up against another moisturizer, maybe then I would want to see what the comparison is. But if it's just this versus nothing on the skin, I feel like it's going to win, like clearly. I don't know, does that make sense to you guys? Okay, so my thoughts on this, I forgot to mention a lot of, but not all of their products. I think it's just this one and the eye cream. Oh, I guess I have to press it. Are refillable. So this is what the component looks like. And then you get this product, which is the refill, and you just put it back in the component. Not bad, but I don't think it's the most revolutionary thing either. So my final thought on this product is $100 or $120 is a lot to spend for a product that, even if that OS01 peptide is as remarkable as they say, me personally, I would choose to spend $100 on a great retinol or tretinoin, which is not going to cost $100, over a peptide. A peptide is only going to do so much, even if what they say is true, but I think your money is probably better off spent on something else, like a retinol, a good moisturizer, and your sunscreen. And you can buy all of those for under $100. So it's kind of crazy. Okay, so the next one I have is the OS01i. I don't have it. If you've seen any of, or it was in one of my empties a while back. I will try to remember which one and link it, but I finished this up. I did not repurchase it. I didn't even get it when they sent it to me. I could have chosen that. That's how much I don't like it. Another thing about it, we need to pause for this. It costs $98 for a one-time purchase, $109 for a subscription. No, I have that backwards. $98 for a subscription, $109 for a one-time purchase. That's almost the same amount as your, face one. And this one, or the eye cream only has 20 milliliters. The face one has 50 milliliters. So you are getting like less than half of the product for almost the same price if you're doing a one-time purchase, $10 cheaper. That makes no sense to me. None whatsoever. Sorry, I'm very animated because this video, a lot has been bubbling up in the time that I have been trying these, and I just need to say them now. So the reason that they say that this is, well, they don't say why it's so expensive, but they say that this has the highest concentration of OS01 peptide, but they don't have any percentages, so you have no way of knowing. You just have to go off their word. And the fact that they are basically gouging you and just hope and pray that that works for you. When I used it, I saw nothing. I felt nothing. I didn't enjoy the experience. I had no reason to continue to use it. Even when my skin is irritated or dry, it did nothing. I have retinol eye creams that do so much more. I have hydrating eye creams that do more, and most of them cost like 20, 30 bucks. So for me, this was the biggest fail, maybe over the cleanser, and I just highly recommend. Even if you want an eye cream, I think you could just go with this. Now, of course, they're gonna say, no, 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 we have the highest concentration of the peptide in the eye cream, but that just seems like a marketing gimmick again. Okay, moving on. The next one we have is the OS01 Body. So this is my third? I forget. This one, if you get a subscription, it's $89, or if you do a one-time purchase, it's $99. So we're sensing a theme here, are we not? We're sensing about $100 or more for all of their products. But this one has 250 milliliters or 8.45 ounces. So much more product. And you know what? I'm gonna let you guys in on a secret. I use this one on my face. Yeah, so, or I don't remember where on their website, but it might be on this page, like the FAQs for this product. And it basically, somebody had asked like, well, can I just use the body product all over, like on my face? And they said, no, due to the concentration of the peptide in it, it's not suitable for the more sensitive skin on your face. Which then I was like, but why is there a high concentration, they say the highest, in the eye cream, and you can use that on your face? So to me, that doesn't make sense. They are charging you way, way, way less for this because you're getting more of the product. But they're also saying that it's got a high concentration for your body, which that skin is usually not as sensitive. It just, I don't know, make it make sense to you, or to me, or to any of us, I don't know. So, that said, I told you, I use this on my face, I use it on my neck, I use it on my body. Actually, I don't use it on my body. And that's one of the points of this that I want to get to. This stuff does not sink in, and it's not even moisturizing. It's just this weird confluence of kind of a very greasy, but not sinking in, but not moisturizing. Just not a great body lotion. So I don't use it on my body. Anytime I have ever tried, each time like I'll go like a month and I'll be like, you know what, let me give it another try. And it just sits on my skin and I feel like I need to actually shower it off because it's that just on top of me. But this stuff I swear by for whatever goes on my neck from time to time. I don't know if it's eczema or just irritations or what, but if you've seen any of my videos from time to time, my neck will just be inflamed. I'm gonna try to find a picture and insert it here of a very recent last week time where this happened. And within 2 days using this as just a moisturizer and then using the cleanser, that's so funny, cleanser, those are the only two products on my neck, it cleared up in 48 hours. So I don't know, but I think that there's something about this product that does actually help what may be eczema or rashy, irritated skin. So for that reason, I probably will continue to buy it. You know, it takes a long time to go through this amount, but it is kind of a crazy thing that I wasn't expecting. And that said, you would also think that like the face one would work just as well, but I have not experienced that. I find that the body one just works really well when I have those flare-ups. So it's a surprising win for me. Okay, we've got two more products. One that I don't have or have never tried. But the next one is the OS01 Shield. Now they call it the OS01 Sunscreen. If you have a subscription, this is $48. If you don't, it's $56. It is 40 milliliters, which is 1.35 fluid ounces, which is less than most sunscreens. Most sunscreens are 50 ml or 1.7 fluid ounces. So this is quite a bit smaller. And this had the lucky distinction of being in my top worst sunscreens for 2023. That should tell you all you need to know, but I'm gonna keep talking. This is the tinted version. They have a tinted and they have a non-tinted. These are both mineral sunscreens. It's got 17.5% zinc oxide. I think I did have the non-tinted one. I don't know where it is, which is probably because I gave it away. That one has a white cast. This one looks, I look like a clown. Like this is such a deep tint and I have like a light medium skin tone. So great for people who have a deeper skin tone, but also like that's not a one size fits all. So overall, this sunscreen is just a not it sunscreen for me. I will link my worst of the worst video from last year, so if you want to go and listen to what I had to say there. I don't think I went into that much detail, just because the tint is so bad that it just can't work, and I'm not going to buy both of them and then mix them just for that. So I don't know. I don't think these brands test out sunscreens. Like, I don't know what they're doing or who they're putting it on, but I don't think it works on the majority of people. Okay. The last one we have, I'm so hot. It's gonna be like 98 or something here this weekend. It's already hot in my room. The last one we have is the OS01 Body SPF. And I do not have that, nor will I be having that ever. It retails for $49 with a subscription or $54 for a one-time purchase. That's a lot for a body sunscreen. I typically don't actually love body sunscreens, and I only use them when I'm at the pool or the beach and I just don't want to get burnt. But the rest of the time, my skin, I don't know, it takes a lot. I would have to be applying literally every 2 hours because I am kind of more olivey skin toned. And I just, you know what, I'm gonna protect my face and the rest of my body will age like it should. But the body sunscreen is 100 milliliters, which is 3.4 fluid ounces. So you are getting a lot, but also you can find sunscreens that are that big for much, much, much less money. This one is also non-tinted and it's 14% zinc oxide. So you're going to have a cast. I just, like, there's no reason. Like, you could buy a drugstore mineral tinted or untinted or whatever tinted sunscreen for half, 2/3 less of money. So for me, like, it doesn't make sense. I don't think the peptide is going to be doing that much, especially because I don't know if I really believe that either. Okay, so those are all the products. I hope that was helpful. Now, my final thoughts. What are my final thoughts? Out of the products that I have right here, so I have 4 products. These are the 4 products that I have. The only one that I will be repurchasing or that I like is the body, and that is for a particular kind of occurrence. Like, when I have a rash, it helps. When I don't have a rash, I don't use it. So that is good that it does help, but it's also $100. So I don't know if that's like a reasonable amount of money people should have to spend to get rid of a rash, because I'm sure there are other products that help as well. I've just found that this one really works for me. But the rest of their products, I'm sorry, they're a pass. When they said topical supplement, that was kind of the first thing that did me in. And I think they're incredibly overpriced, and they haven't done the work to really show that the science is there. They've done ex vivo, they don't have published clinical studies. There's just more that they can do to convince me. So I'm not saying never, I'm just waiting for them to do the work, present it to me, and then maybe I'll think differently. But for now, save your money, get a good moisturizer, a retinol or tretinoin if that's what you use, and a sunscreen. And those 3 things, you should be set and good and golden. So guys, that wasn't as painful as I thought it was gonna be. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next brand review. Bye!